Hello students, welcome to my class. In today's class, we will continue with the chapter pair of linear equations in two variables of class 10. Already we have started exercise 3.6 and we have completed 5 subdivisions in first question. Now we will see sixth question. So solve the pair of equations. Sixth one, 6x plus 3y is equal to 6xy. 2x plus 4y is equal to 5xy. So here if you see, the equation is not a linear equation. It is not in standard form of a linear equation, and we have this xy term also. So first we have to remove the xy term. How to remove the xy term? You have to divide the first equation and the second equation throughout by xy. Okay. So first 6x by xy plus 3y by xy equal to 6xy by xy. So here if you cancel this, you will get 6 by y plus, here y will get cancelled, that is 3 by x is equal to 6. So first we have got this equation. So now the given equation changed into 6 by y plus 3 by x is equal to 6. Again the second equation, similarly if you see here, second equation we can write 2x by xy plus 4y by xy is equal to 5xy by xy. Here also this x will get cancelled, y also will get cancelled, and the last term xy also will get cancelled. So you will get 2 by y plus 4 by x is equal to 5. So this is the first and the second equation. So we got two equations. Now again if you see, here the variables are in the denominator. So these two equations are not in standard form. So we have to do some substitution so that the given equation, these two equations changes into linear equation, and then you can solve using algebraic method. So for that, let P is equal to 1 by y and Q is equal to 1 by x. Okay, so we are going to substitute P is equal to 1 by y and Q is equal to 1 by x. So here the first equation changes to 6P plus 3Q is equal to 6. This is equation number 3. And the second equation changes to 2P plus 4q is equal to 5. So this is the fourth equation. Now here if you see, we have to change to make the coefficient same. I am going to solve this using elimination method, so that we have to make any one of the variable coefficients same. So I am going to multiply equation 4 by 3 so that the coefficient of P will become same. Okay, so I am going to multiply this equation. So 6P plus 3Q is equal to 6. This is the third equation, and the fourth equation after multiplication we will get 6P plus 12Q is equal to 15. So 6P plus 12Q is equal to 15. So this is the next equation, fifth equation. Now we are going to subtract these two equations. Okay, equation 3 minus 5. So when you subtract, the sign of the terms of the second equation will change. So these two will get cancelled. Here 3q minus 12q, that is minus 9q is equal to, here 6 minus 15 is equal to minus 9. So here, minus 9. Now q is equal to minus 9 by minus 9, that is equal to 1. So we got the value of q here. This value we can substitute in any one equation. Okay, so in the third equation we will substitute q is equal to 1. So 6p plus 3q, that is 3 into 1 is equal to 6. So 6p is equal to, we will take this number to the right side, the 3 to the right side. So 6 minus 3, that is 6p is equal to 3. So p is equal to 3 by 6 is equal to 1 by 2. So we got q is equal to 1 and p is equal to 1 by 2. Now using these two equations, we will find out the value of x and y. So p is equal to 1 by y. So here we got p as 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by y. So y is equal to 2. So you will get the value of y as 2. And q is equal to 1 by x. q is equal to 1 by x. And q is equal to 1. So 1 is equal to 1 by x. So x is equal to 1. So the value of x and y, we got the solution of the given equation. X is equal to 1 and y is equal to 2. So 7th question, 10 by x plus y plus 2 by x minus y is equal to 4. 15 by x plus y minus 5 by x minus y is equal to minus 2. So here also we have to do substitution. So for which we have to substitute this 1 by x plus y. So we will take p is equal to 1 by x plus y and q is equal to 1 by x minus y. So the given equation reduces to 10p plus 2q is equal to 4. So this is our first equation, and 15p minus 5q is equal to minus 2. So this is the second equation. Okay. So we got the equations. Now we will make the coefficient of the variable same. For that we will multiply first equation by 5 and the second equation by 2. So I am going to multiply now. So this equation changes to 50p plus 10q is equal to 20. So this is the third equation, and the second equation we are going to multiply by 2. So the equation changes to 30p minus 10q is equal to minus 4. This is fourth equation. Now we are going to do elimination method. For that we are going to add the equations 3 and 4. So when you add here, if you see 50 plus 30 is 80p. Here when you divide, here this will get cancelled, and 20 minus 4. So 20 minus 4 is 16. So p is equal to what you will get, 16 by 80, that is 2 by, we can divide by 8 tables, so 2 by 10, that is equal to 1 by 5 you will get. So the value of p you will get as 1 by 5. This value we will substitute in first equation so that you will get the q value. Okay. So substituting value of p in equation 1. So here we have 10p. So 10 into p value is 1 by 5 plus 2q is equal to 4. So here we can cancel. So 2q is equal to 4 minus 2. That is 2q is equal to 2. So q is equal to 1. So we got p is equal to 1 by 5 and q is equal to 1. Now these values we will substitute in this equation. And again we will get a two linear equation in x and y. If you substitute p and q value in this equation, you will get two linear equations in variable x and y. Again you have to solve for finding the value of x and y. So here p is equal to 1 by x plus y. So 1 by 5 is equal to 1 by x plus y, which gives the next equation, that is x plus y is equal to 5. So we will name this as equation number 5. Okay, and q is equal to 1 by x minus y, and q value we got as 1. So 1 is equal to 1 by x minus y, which gives the equation x minus y. So we will get x minus y is equal to 1. This is the sixth equation. So again we got two linear equations in x and y. Now we will add equation 5 and 6. So the variable y will get cancelled and you will get 2x is equal to 6. So x is equal to 6 by 2 is equal to 3. So you will get the value of x as 3. Okay. This value we will substitute in 5. So substituting value of x in equation 5. So we will get here 3 plus y is equal to 5. So y is equal to 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. So we got the value, x value as 3 and y value as 2. So this is the solution of the given pair of equations. Okay. Now the next one. So question number 8. 1 by 3x plus y plus 1 by 3x minus y equal to 3 by 4. 1 by 2 into 3x plus y minus 1 by 2 into 3x minus y is equal to minus 1 by 8. So here we will substitute 1 by 3x plus y as p and 1 by 3x minus y as q. Okay, so here we will get the first equation changes to p plus q is equal to 3 by 4. So here if you multiply by 4, you can change it into this fraction, right side constant term fraction we can change. So we will multiply the equation by 4, that is 4p plus 4q is equal to 3. This is the first equation. Okay. Similarly, we will change the second equation, that is 1 by 2p minus 1 by 2q is equal to minus 1 by 8. So here also if you see denominator we have fractions as coefficient. So we will multiply by 8 so that this fraction will be changed into whole numbers. Okay. So we are going to multiply by 8, that is 4p minus 4q is equal to minus 1. This is the second equation. So we got first equation is 4p plus 4q is equal to 3 and the second equation is 4p minus 4q is equal to minus 1. Now if you see the coefficient of q is same and with a different sign, so we will add equation 2 and 1. So this q term will get cancelled. So 4p plus 4p is equal to 8p. 8p is equal to, when you add these two you will get a value right side as 2. So p is equal to 2 by 8 is equal to 1 by 4. So you will get p value as 1 by 4. This we will substitute in first equation. Okay. Equation p. So substituting value of p in equation 1. So here the equation, first equation is 4p, p is 1 by 4. So 4 into 1 by 4 plus 4q is equal to 3. So here we can cancel. So 1 plus 4q is equal to 3. So 4q is equal to 3 minus 1 is equal to 2, which gives q is equal to 2 by 4 is equal to 1 by 2. So we got the value of p as 1 by 4 and q as 1 by 2. So these two values we will substitute here. So p is equal to 1 by 3x plus y. So what is the value of p we got? 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 is equal to 1 by 3x plus y. So from this we will get 3x plus, when you cross multiply you will get 3x plus y is equal to 4. This is equation number 3. Similarly, we will take q is equal to 1 by 3x minus y, and q value we got as 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by 3x minus y. From this we will get the next equation, that is 3x minus y is equal to 2. This is fourth equation. Okay. So from these two we will get two equation. Now we are going to solve this using elimination method. So we will add these two equations, that is equation 3 and 4 we will add. So this y term will get cancelled, and here 3x plus 3x is 6x is equal to 6. So x is equal to 6 by 6 equal to 1. So we will get the value of x as 1. So we got x is equal to 1. This value we will substitute either in 3 or equation 4 we will substitute. So substituting value of x in equation 3. Value of x in equation 3. So here when we substitute 3 into 1 plus y is equal to 4. So y is equal to 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. So we got x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 1. So these are the solutions of the given pair of equations. So we have completed the 8 questions, 8 subdivision in first one. Now we will see word problems. So second question, formulate the following problems as pair of equations and find their solutions. So first question, Ritu can row downstream 20 km in 2 hours and upstream 4 km in 2 hours. Find her speed of rowing in still water and speed of the current. Okay, so here this question is upstream downstream question. This we have already discussed in the previous video. So here we have to find the speed of rowing in still water and the speed of the current. So these two we are going to take as the variable x and y. So we will write, let x be x kilometer per hour be the speed of boat in still water and y kilometer per hour be the speed of the current. Okay, so we have taken x as the speed of the boat in still water and y kilometer per hour be the speed of the current. Now we will have a small recap of what we have studied, that is downstream and upstream. So suppose if we have a stream, that is the flow of water in this direction if it is moving and the boat is also moving in the same direction, then we will call it as a downstream. So if the boat is moving in the same direction of the stream, we will call downstream, and in this case the speed of the boat downstream is x plus y. So where x is the speed of the boat in still water and y is speed of the current, in downstream the speed will increase because we are moving in the same direction of the stream. So the speed will naturally increase. So the speed of the boat downstream is x plus y. Now second case, upstream. In upstream case we will move in the opposite direction of the stream. Here since we are moving opposite to the stream, the speed will decrease. So here in this case the speed of the boat upstream is x minus y. So these two things you have to remember, then only we can do this question. So first we will see, Ritu can row downstream 20 km in 2 hours. Okay, so 20 km downstream. So is given, time is given as 2 hours. 2 hours she completes 20 km downstream. So what is the formula for time? Time is equal to distance by speed. So time is equal to distance by speed. So here the distance is given as 20 km and the speed downstream. So we will write that also, speed of the boat downstream and upstream. Speed of the boat downstream equal to x plus y, and similarly speed of the boat upstream equal to x minus y. Now we will write 20 km downstream in 2 hours. Okay, so 20 km is the distance downstream in 2 hours. So here the time only given, time formula is distance by speed. So we can write 20 by downstream. What is the speed of the boat downstream? X plus y. So 20 by x plus y is equal to 2. Now we will do cross multiplication, that is 2 into x plus y is equal to 20. So x plus y is equal to 10. So this is the first equation. Now here you see then the second part is the upstream 4 kilometer upstream in 2 hours. So 4 kilometer upstream in 2 hours. So the distance, again time is given. So the formula is distance by speed. Upstream speed of the boat upstream is x minus y. So 4 by x minus y equal to 2. Now we will do cross multiplication. So 2 into x minus y is equal to 4, which implies x minus y is equal to 2. So this is the second equation. So we got two equations. Now we are going to solve this using elimination method. So what are the two equations we have? X plus y is equal to 10. So this is the first equation, and x minus y is equal to 2. This is the second equation. So we will add here. So when you add equation 1 and 2, this y term will get cancelled and x plus x is 2x. So 2x is equal to 12. So x is equal to 12 by 2 is equal to 6 kilometer per hour. Okay. So x is equal to 6 kilometer per hour. This value we will substitute in first equation. Okay. So substituting value of x in equation 1. So in this equation if you substitute 6 plus y is equal to 10. So y is equal to 10 minus 6, that is 4 kilometer per hour. So we got the speed of the final answer. You have to write speed of rowing in still water. So speed of rowing in still water, that is equal to x value. What we got x value? 6 kilometer per hour. So 6 kilometer per hour, and speed of the stream we have to find speed of the current. So speed of the current is equal to y, that is equal to 4 kilometer per hour. Okay, so we got the speed of the rowing, speed of her rowing in still water, and speed of the current. Now next question. So question number 2. 2 women and 5 men can together finish an embroidery work in 4 days, while 3 women and 6 men can finish it in 3 days. Find the time taken by one woman alone to finish the work, and also that taken by one man alone. So here in this question, it's a very important question. So okay, you can expect even for exam. So here what we have to find? No, we have to find the time taken by one woman alone to complete the entire embroidery work. So that we will take as x, and the time taken by one man alone to complete the entire work, that we will take as y. Okay, so we will write, let x be the time taken by one woman alone to finish the work, and y be the time taken by one man alone to finish the work. So now you listen here. One woman can finish the entire work in x days. So what is the fraction of work completed by a woman in a day? That is 1 by x. Okay. Okay, so we will write the part of work done by one woman in a day. So the entire work she completes in x days. So part of the work done by one woman alone in a day is 1 by x. Similarly, the part of work done by one man alone in a day is equal to 1 by y. Now we will go to the question. 2 women and 5 men. So one woman can complete 1 by x part of the work in a day. So what is the fraction of work completed by 2 women? That is 2 by x. Okay. So 2 by x is the fraction of work done by 2 women. How many days they are doing? For 4 days they are doing this. And similarly 5 men. What is the fraction of work done by 5 men in a day? 5 by y. So how many days they are doing? That is 4 days. So the entire work is getting completed, that is equal to 1. Why this is 1? Because the entire work complete in 4 days, that is equal to 1. So we are getting here 8 by x plus 20 by y is equal to 1. This is our first equation. Okay. Similarly, we will see the next one. 3 women and 6 men can complete the work in 3 days. Okay. So 3 women, that is 3 by x into how many days? 3 days, and 6 by y into 3 days. So the entire work is getting completed here. So 9 by x plus 18 by y is equal to 1. So this is the second equation. Okay. So we got 2 equations. Here now we will use substitution method and we will simplify this. So here let 1 by x is equal to p, we will take as p, and 1 by y is equal to q. So the equation changes to 8p plus 20q is equal to 1. So this is the third equation, and 9p plus 18q is equal to 1. So this is the fourth equation. Now if you see here, we have to do elimination method for finding the value of p and q, but here the coefficients are not same. So what we will do, we will multiply the third equation by 9 and the fourth equation by 8, so that the coefficient of p will become same. So 9 into 8, that is 72p plus 9 into 20, that is 180q is equal to 9. This is the next equation, that is fifth equation. And again here 8 into 9 is 72p plus 8 into 18. So that is 18 into 18, 4, 6, 144. Okay. So 144q is equal to 8. So this is the next equation, sixth equation. Now if you see here, we have to subtract these two equations because same sign. Okay, so minus, here we will do subtraction. So the sign we will change. So these two will get cancelled. 180 minus 144. So 180 minus 144, that is 6, here 7. So 36. Okay, so 36 q is equal to 1. That gives q is equal to 1 by 36. So we got the value of q as 1 by 36. This value we will substitute in fourth equation. Okay, fourth equation we will substitute. So here we will see in equation 4, that is 9p plus 18q, that is 18 into 1 by 36 is equal to 1. So here we will simplify. So 9p is equal to 1 minus 1 by 2, that is 1 by 2. So 9p is equal to 1 by 2. So p is equal to 1 by 18. So we got the value of p as 1 by 18 and q as 1 by 36. Now you will see here, what is p actually? 1 by x. So 1 by x is equal to 1 by 18. So what is the value of x? X is equal to 18. And similarly q is 1 by y. So 1 by y is equal to 1 by 36. So y is equal to 36. So we got the value of x and y. Actually x is the number of days a woman alone can finish the work. Okay. So a woman 18 days, a woman alone can finish the work in 18 days, and a man alone can finish the work in 36 days. So this question is very important and you have to understand it very clearly. Okay, now next question. So third question, Ruhi travels 300 km to her home partially by train and partially by bus. She takes 4 hours if she travels 60 km by train and the remaining by bus. If she travels 100 km by train and the remaining by bus, she takes 10 minutes longer. Find the speed of the train and bus. So this question also very important question. So here we have to find the speed of train and bus. Okay. So we will take these two as the speed of the train and bus as x and y. So let x km per hour be the speed of the train and y km per hour be the speed of the bus. So we have to find the speed of the train and bus, that we have taken as x and y. Now you listen here. Ruhi travels 300 kilometer to her home. So she has to her home, the distance from where she started, that point, starting point to her home is 300 kilometer. Out of this 300 kilometer, she travels 60 kilometer by train. Okay, 60 kilometer by train and the remaining by bus. So out of 300, 60 she travelled by train. So what is the distance travelled by bus? 240. Yes, 240 kilometer by bus. So this total time is 4 hours. She takes 4 hours in traveling in this way, that is 60 kilometer by train and 240 kilometer by bus. So total time formula you already know, distance by speed. So we are going to form the first equation now, that is 60 kilometer by train. So what is the speed of the train? X. So the time taken by her to travel by train is 60 by x plus 240 kilometer by bus, that is 240 by speed of the bus is y. So the together total time is 4 hours. So this is the first equation. Okay. Now the second case, she travels. So this is the distance A and her home, and totally we have 300 kilometer. She travels 100 kilometer by train and the remaining by bus. Remaining means how many kilometer? 200 kilometer. Okay, so here from this we will form the second equation, that is 100 kilometer by train, that is the time taken to travel 100 kilometer by train is 100 by x plus 200 kilometer by bus, that is 200 by y is equal to 10 minutes longer, that is 4 hour 10 minutes. So 4 hour 10 minutes. So here what we have to do, this 10 minutes also we have to convert it into hours. Okay, so we will change this as 4 hour plus 10 by 60 hour. So we can cancel this, that is 4 plus 1 by 6. 4 plus 1 by 6 is 25 by 6 hours. Okay, so the second equation is 100 by x plus 200 by y is equal to 25 by 6. So this is the second equation. Okay, so here I will write this is equal to 4 plus 1 by 6 is equal to 25 by 6. So this is the second equation we got. Now here we will substitute as usual. 1 by x we will take as p, that p is equal to 1 by x and q is equal to 1 by y. So the equation changes to 60p plus 240q is equal to 4. This is the third equation, and here 100p plus 200q is equal to 25 by 6. So this is the fourth equation. Okay, so now we have to simplify this. So what we have to do here, we will simplify these two equations first. Okay, so the first equation if you see 60p, so we are going to simplify this. So 60p plus 240q is equal to 4. So using 4 table we can divide this equation. So 15p plus first equation I am going to divide by 4 because all are multiples of 4. So I am dividing by 4. So 15p. So 60 by 4 is 15p plus 60q is equal to 1. This is the fifth equation, and the second equation I am going to multiply by 6 by 25 because here we have the constant as a fraction. So I am going to multiply by this fourth equation by 6 by 25, and the third equation I have divided by 4. Okay, so 6 by 25. So when you multiply here 100 by 25 into 6. So here how many times? So 4. 4 6 are 24p. So you will get the first term as 24p and the second term is 200 into 6 by 25. So here 25 8 times. So 8 into 6, that is 48q is equal to 1. So we got the next equation. Okay, sixth equation we got. Now we will simplify this by substitution method. We can simplify here. So here we will take value of p from equation 5. Okay. So value of p from equation 5. So here if you see 15p is equal to 1 minus 60q. So p is equal to 1 minus 60q by 15. This value we will substitute in 6th equation. Okay. So substituting value of p in equation 6. In 6th equation we will substitute. So 24 into 1 minus 60q by 15. Here plus 48q is equal to 1. Okay. So here we will multiply. So 24 minus, we will multiply by 24. Okay, each term. So 24 minus 24 into 60. That is 24 to 12, 13, 14. So 1440q divided by 15 plus 48q is equal to 1. Now we will take 15 as LCM here. So 24 minus 1440q plus 48 into 15. So we will multiply now. 48 into 15, 0, 4, 20, 24, 8, 4, 0, 2, 1, 720. So 720q is equal to 15. Now we will simplify this. That is minus 1440q plus 720q is minus 720q is equal to 15 minus 24. So 15 minus 24 is minus 9. So q is equal to, we will get q is equal to, so we will get q is equal to minus 9 by minus 720 is equal to 1 by 80. So we got the value of q. This value we will substitute in this place. So we will get the value of p. Okay, so we will see now how to find the value of p. So in this value we will substitute p is equal to 1 minus 60 into 1 q value is 1 by 80 divided by 15. So we will simplify this. Here these two will get cancelled and 3 and 4. So 1 minus 3 by 4 by 15. So here we will take 4 as LCM. So 4 minus 3 by 4 into 15, that is 1 by 60. So we got p as 1 by 60 and q as 1 by 80. Now we have taken this p and q as 1 by x and 1 by y. So 1 by x is equal to 1 by 60, which gives x is equal to 60 km per hour. Similarly 1 by y is equal to 1 by q, that is equal to 1 by 80. So y is equal to 80 km per hour. So we got the value of the speed of the train and bus. So we have taken x as the speed of the train. So we got speed of the train as 60 km per hour and speed of the bus as 80 km per hour. So we have completed exercise 3.6. In the next video we will see exercise 3.7. So if you like my channel, you can share and subscribe. Your subscription, my motivation. Thank you, students.